Welcome to the chemistry lab. This is Kieran, Harkaran, and myself's video project. We have found a new element, unknown, called f of x equals x squared minus 6x plus 8 over 3x plus 6. This element was found in the great unknown of the graph, and it's dedicated to Toa.
Hello everyone. So we found the element in the unrefined form of x squared minus 6x plus 8 divided by 3x plus 6, and we factored it to refine it and shine it into x minus 2, multiplied by x minus 4 divided by 3, x plus 2. So what we're going to be going through in this video will be the long run limit of the element, the asymptotes, the intercepts, and the IROC. Hi again. So now we're going to talk about the long-run behavior and the limit notation of the element. So as we can see, as x approaches infinity, f of x equals infinity, and as x approaches negative infinity, f of x is negative infinity. Also, as x approaches negative 2 from the negative side, f of x equals negative infinity, and as x approaches negative 2 from the positive side, f of x equals infinity. So this basically means that we can find the element at these points in the great unknown of the graph, and all this is theoretical, and as these points are all infinity, and infinity does not exist.
Hello, I'm going to go over the asymptotes of our element now. So, we know that our element here on the graph has an oblique and vertical asymptote. To find those, to find specifically the vertical asymptote, we had to find the x value that will make the denominator equal to 0, because that cannot happen, and therefore it will result in no values. To do this, we use the factored form, and we simply found what x plus 2 equals 0, what the x value would be, which is negative 2. And if we look at the graph, we can see that the vertical asymptote is at x equals negative 2. Next, to find the oblique asymptote, we had to divide the numerator by the denominator, and then write it in the new form. To do this, you can see the division steps I've done here, and in the end we get the new f of x as 1 over 3x minus 8 over 3 plus 24 over 3x plus 6. Then by simplifying this, we find that it's equal to x minus 8 over 3 plus 8 over x plus 2, and from this we can find that our oblique asymptote is here, as it has no x value in the denominator. So our oblique asymptote is y equals x minus 8 over 3, and we can again see this on the graph, as when we graph that as the orange line here, our original element never touches that. Oh, hi, I'm Kieran. I'm going to go over the intercepts of our element, or the neutralization reaction that will neutralize it. So for this, we're going to use both the raw form and the factored form. To find the x-intercepts, we're going to use the factored form, because we can easily find what values give the numerator 0, which will give the whole equation 0 as the y value. So to do this, we're going to use the x minus 2 and find out what makes that 0, which is just 2. And x minus 4 equals 0, and what makes that 0 is 4. So we know that the x values of 2 and 4 will give us the y values of 0, and these are our x-intercepts. Next, to find the y-intercept, we input the x value of 0 and find out what the y value is. So we use the raw unfactored form because this is much simpler to find. So if we input 0 as all the x values, and then we just get 8 over 6, so our y value for our y-intercept is 4 over 3, making our y-intercept 0, 4 over 3.
Oh, hello there. I'll be talking to you about the IROC, or instantaneous rate of change. So this element is a very unstable element, and it's constantly changing. So we're going to start by finding the IROC of negative 1.5. As you can see, I did the calculations, and we found negative 32, which is a very high rate of change. It is also decreasing, that's why it's negative. Then I went and did 1. So the IROC for 1 is negative 0.5. Now it's slowed down a bit, and the slope is not as steep, but it's also still decreasing. Then I went and did the IROC for 8, and it's still very slow, not very steep at all, but this time it's increasing. So we see that there's a change in the function. Hello there. So again, in conclusion, we hope you guys understand our breakdown of our element x squared minus 6x plus 8 over 3x plus 6. These are all the different qualities that this element has, and its many different characteristics. I'm sure it has many, many more, but these are the few that we are going to explain to you today.